Oma chine omu nya bi wo baabi a. Omu ntimi nka se oye kromfo. Omu ntimi nka se oye corrupt. Enti no omu ne na ebe pre ne de se so omu pe bibi begu ne ho fi. And I am also telling you say Oshe Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ni interventions kwa aboa me dey fight corruption. NDC ni ka bibia you won't even mind.
Intervention be
Ebi ne digitalization na ye ka.
Okay.
Ohene woni mi enti a digitalization ye dey fight corruption.
Ka kire me.
Ohene obi ewo NHIS card. Opeso oko renew. And the NDC 2 days yes ko di lie. Oko di lie na anajo yes yapon ni atete paper ahye mo nsam. Say Jennifer Kofi or China no masa abesha ase. We frustrated that or pe officer bi o ho no mama ne bribe. Say be obe jam pick you na wakwakwa ne registration. And na ye ka say obeda ne dem ada ne mpaso no waye ne NHIS no registration. Aye renewal. Onto yaka press mpo anateku emfa mo bia. Hwe obi te say driver ni. Obeko DVLA. Akwa me national service or DVLA. And I have an idea the frustration are not drivers. And the car owners, boys. Obi beko, o me koya registration of car, and I me koya change of ownership. We be a paper, a gugu adaka mu nesisi honom. Koya paper, I'm running for form, see to sunye change of ownership. Yes, adaka ni koya paper name them. Near manatina hofiti and a pack of can you mre, quad brane betting fifra, Nansunya kakramo obi di omekwa ko faba. Obi ba be ye ne license, obe frustrated, obeka say me am be inside amekwa kwotena ho ache nanso me magoro boy bi na ewura mu asesi anu apie enne digitally wo betima ye wo niama wo phone so me nkodi ECG vendor queue kane na aban omonfa digital purchases ni yimfa mba ECG ayimu no se me light san je se me ko St John's wo be ko ECG vending hall na nipa be 200 gu ho wo be pini anaja osisi yare enne me da dem na anaju 2 me can you doom me bon content na me who say street light or how me say me credit na asa me fa me ECG app meters back 5 na wo so me select me house then no an say me di me momo na mato credit aguso 2 minutes ni aso light ama me man to ya bribe man to ya kaska man to ya bibia enti and
me ade niam agu akwama ma corruption no
when was the last time I otna ha discuss ghost names salaries are yetua. Now, we had the country as a nation, we couldn't even issue national ID cards. How do you plan to build the country when you don't even have data on your population? Your data is someone trained every 10 years, now population and housing census. And then you have digital copies of Obia, you will be a digital footprints. And one had the baby bank account, and one a 10, and one a social security, and one a register or chipper or Ghana card or no beje. Baby abefobia noa me say nini na ne digitalization of the Ghanaian economy say be ya be fix the structural problems of the economy
and when we do that
the economy
corruption will be eradicated. We should credit him for that.
Oh yes,
but Ghana for say mo crediting for that we now if you could do baby economy nso dollar no amo promise no could do 17. Most there be no there nya dollar na
exchange rates, any cost of living, and also so are indicators, some of the indicators in an economy, but they are not the only indicators in an economy. So economy na every time I din koma we should have a context say baby or honoma ya de baby or honso so a adwuma wo ho a say ye de ye ka ho. Let me give you an example. President Nana Danko Akufo-Addo ne Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ombefa Ghana akonwa no in January 2017 na omine GDP na ye saying $56 billion. After mfie Ghana GDP has increased by $20 billion. I'm telling you, now 56 billion.
But after GDP
increased by $20 billion. And these are facts. And
increased by 20 billion.
20 billion.
So we are about 70-something billion dollars in GDP.
As we speak today. And it has even reflected in the GDP per capita. Say be a bina kohumano, ye chema obia ye kase ye track say population no per GDP now in excess of $2,000 per.
Almost per capita no wunya chema manfo ne be yenso Bosia so amabro amena kodru be 700 and something no so chema manfo no
me pacho ti asem ya me be kan
me tie ne pagina busa
so be ka total debt stocker eno no nkire se eye bosia wakobo nyina no there are other factors in it a bit is depreciation now wo kan ho asem
okay
wonim sa wokoje bosia no dollars nanso so adwuma na be ha no ye cities ye mobilize your revenue in cities so wo kwa kotua bosia no baka say wo sesa into dollars and sana wetua mbacha ote ase enti no eno no have also impacted the debt stock because of the depreciation issues are raising.
So no necessarily to make jiska na be.
No.
Nemo meka bia na ededa ho no. Seed na ho ode ko fom no. Na maka no kosoro. So nya 700 something billion ni nya makoji abi.
Enti ebi mo kan omo ncheche mu sa. But I am saying say aban president Nana Danko Akufo-Addo and Dr. Mahmoud Baomi on beje Ghana in 2017 no. Me pa cho wonim ye GDP growth as Ghana in the year 2016 3.4%. 3.4. I'm telling you. GDP growth, annual GDP growth na former President Mahama, Ejama Ghana for in the year 2016 no 3.4%. In fact 2015 in Podi and Drusa. Aban we buy 3 years in a row. 2017, 2018, 2019, their average growth rate is 7%. In 2020, COVID na ba ye na ye shepe niema mba ye lockdown ne ho keka ho ye say global recession. The whole of Africa, Ghana was one of 3 countries and recorded negative growth rates. Even if we did 0.8 and not 0.5, it was above the performance of most countries on the continent and even in the world. And unu che muno post-COVID, you do 2021 and year recovery in Shase. Mpacho enne 2024 iwomi. The first half of the year, you grow by 5.8% average GDP. 5.8. Mpacho and the first half of 2024.
Your take kaswa market.
Your take kaswa market no impact. The expansion where kaswa is part of Central Region. In the past 8 years, under one district, one factories, 24 factories near starting in Central Region. 13 any we are operational. And to not to now cast expansion on Tiasia, Obi or tea kumfi. A kumfi pineapple juice factory in Yafan watchman, Yafan a labourer, Yafan a factory worker, or no impact on you cook to kum because and Kobe sorry free a kumfi, Abba Hasu obey your bones you. Nkobe sorry Abba Hasu obeton duster, and Kobe sorry Abba Hase so obe teacher in suo aton. Nanso so because of the factory ayakosi woni kromunti no ama local economy na asesa nia no odua brobe a okuani na brobe ne beka nwuro mu na pro no ma sesa bia kogu kwan ho ame atu agu te se ne ehu sa brobe timi pro na watermelon pro e wojo mu no and the factory ni nti na brobe pro odua oni baby ekọ enti na campaign no after 8 years baby Dr. Mahmoud Baomi abefa bia no wo hu se Ghana for abochi ekohia no I make sure so mama show love and support ebi mo ho mo se ba se na ye wadaje ade obi afri oti to Volta to Ashanti to Babia. They can't believe say after 8 years the good people of this country, despite the challenges we've been through, they think say the better alternative will always be the NPP and Dr. Mahmoud Baomi, because me kind on 2016 by this time na NDC wo muntimi mpon campaign in nurses training colleges and teacher training colleges meboa
me kai be bisa
NDC deputy ministers ne ministers omukọ West Coast Training College nyame nko a me senka fofia antoata no mu pia na ye bro omo because Ghanaians were so disappointed in the state of the economy. But the former president Amagana Fuati say was short memory. And to him after 8 years a day, all that has been wiped away. And no to me beka class allowance or mine chemomuche. Mine chem na moko campuses are now mobomuno. Almost your free SHS ye implemented. We implemented and an for a kita bankers draft or moko to your fees in schools. President Akufo-Addo befa akunyoy in 8 years. Akwala bien who ayatro school fees bill amaneda. So bisi waje bill wo baby a won famra.
It's in dollar some ye can and cry be decided elections in
India. The patcho mo shizongo kumase. Oba, me nyini wo mo shizongo. Na bi to me kwin the twam from ye nyawso to Bokru. bridge na dance you so president Nana Dankwa
from you are you're not now yeah something I tell you
obeko we base near the bridge ba kwa to so na entosu konko quarter size ni sinchai near the coins to and na me come oshizongwa NDC for bebre kwa dani NPP for because every corner of our community has been asphalted. Facts asphalted enya bitimi no
the modi deciding crime the decide
most of the art bridge wo ho no ma na nsuo pa nsuo fa taxes fa na ntwie na enkwala wo ho no munyanka na awusia wa school free na wonim the golden age of Ghana mabunu
here
teenagers no mo kwa SS and Akufo Addo no me nephew baako say SHS2 and National Science and Maths is not represented the school baby just some person me calling it out yeah won in 2004 yeah na mama CS went to one city
you
Kufuor na de buy yeah je 30 pesos mo de laminate ne card man yeah won free CSO operation free wako school abeko free SHS so free o wiase so na obeko university na sika ni ho a guarantee free student loan yeah call school no na obeji student loan a yes ko pay witness na pay guarantee witness ni ya assemblyman and so for na imam guarantee ni obi a wise net contributor for 5 years under President Akufo Addo all you need is your Ghana card me manji loan ni because na krachi phone ni fee na krachi ni ba ko pay o ye adwuma o live office so what the ne dey approve ya ma me bra penyin to osuro some so what the ma me na say ye ntua better tie free na kachi no hene entina na yenya the impetus to go back to the good people of Ghana
it's more money to say President Kufuor ma ye won kola ni free
yes so see attitude
ana mo so buy ma mo free SHS it's from 2004 ABC 2014 akola na bia no edi 10 years from 2014 BC 2024 na akola na di 20 years otoaba eti e hon mo benya mo vote ka clear free ho
na mo free SHS for no campaign o mo yama President Akufo Addo ne Dr. Baumia
eno ti na joma ma sure onu so akoche university na no
me say unhu ya na ohene unhu ye enkola na o me campaign ne sene ye you o kan bibi o monte
ma men kan de kokko usuma na hene go tie kokko usuma na hene ye NDC communications team member Okatakyie you only wear suit anytime you are going to go US wine person you only wear suit and tie anytime you are going to interview Honorable Fatima Abubakar. Tell Fatima she's looking beautiful and ask her why she said NDC is a threat to our democracy. Okay,
I'll show you. Mr. Former President John Dramani Mahama is a threat to Ghana's democracy.
There's one.
Only the entire Mekansa. Now, almost more quiet democracy and governance lecture. Oko hono se President Nana Dankwa Akufo Addo undermine all the institutions of states, specifically. Also undermine the court system, judges, or undermine the electoral commission, or undermine audit service. Now some papa yi kan na enini na so bia. And I notice my observer who say the former president does not have principles. And I will give you evidence to that effect. Let me take the electoral commission. In 2016, former President Mahama or say an electoral commissioner entime win the election in my any political party. Na yenja isi for no mo nyoma adwuma. Na politicians here ha adwen. Or say electoral commission no is an institution. Or systems in place. It is not possible for them to rig an election for any political party. Me pacho hini dear na asesa. Electoral commission we chair ni free wa district directors, regional directors, officers, IT directors obia oho the same systems now oja in 2016 no and once our systems now the wo to date as we speak. And so wadane no ho say electoral commission no mo ntrase o mo NDC for ntrase o mo na say na mo so mo forensic audit. I platform members ni bebre ka say na mo kra the evidence na mo dia ba ye substantial say mo hu bibia enu nti enya forensic audit omo si hey NDC organizing nationwide demonstration and every regional capital mo mobilize o mo nkrofo nyina mo boko jan so mo demonstrate against the electoral commission na enne mekanu pain say transparency. It is the antidote to every misinformation in this country. Electoral Commission for IPAC ne all stakeholders. And the bet na live TV. So what concerns we are become asem. Ehwa na who say NDC for more evidence na to nsu. Abosre mu kan hu ehwa mo na o matwe asan obi na mo motwe san because o the camera see so a na o nsem no na ejija. O de no to nchen ya. The former president, as a court system, no Ghana court system, no so has been undermined. In fact, o can say Okoshia NDC for lawyers bi. Or say President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo apart courts no with NPP judges. Enti so no oba, or no so oba be park court no with NDC judges. But you say no o kan.
It is what can sir.
Na wo kan sir. Or hini mama example.
Actually,
the former president, as vice president and president, appointed judges are no more political history. And so the same judges cry Kobutia na presidential election petition or to Omudi unanimous FC. Let me give you typical examples. In the year 2015, President Mahama promoted 2 judges to the Supreme Court, Justice Gabriel Kwaman and his Lordship Justice Apau. Justice Apau. And the PNDC one and all year Bona Hafo region deputy secretary, which is today's deputy minister.
Okay.
His Lordship Gabriel Kwama, yes, Gabriel Kwama, no APNC for general secretary national. And no the former president Mahama well who be about it. But I don't understand the same judges now sat na panel so for the 2020 presidential election petition. On one side betu omudi unanimous FC. Incite yes, incite NDC for foot soldiers are they don't know the history of these courts and these systems. Be D judges in any courts not them.
So he is a threat to our democracy.
Meanwhile, former MP for Amenfi East and now a high court judge from 1993 all the way to 2001 a high court judge. Former MP for Ada from 1993 all the way to 2004 or a judge. Former MP for Jirapa or a judge. And so he is creating the impression, and I'm saying, sir, there is nothing wrong with Nkrofo. My Jimmy dear, my some of mine in politics. No, as a marital from politics. I'm no longer interested in politics. I think say to me the meaning the enemy capacity no. I be in other angle. I do not tolerate to say any party, even me party NPP for Yankodi di obi atem. Entina President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo do. Ye call 2012 presidential election petition. Omubua in favor of the NDC and former President Mahama. Opie free court to honoma. Or se court na abuaten. Many omo nyadwen. Minjintum. Nanso Ghana asumdwe inti maeden. Mafanesa. Ananyesa. Na yankwa ni mas a country. But former President Mahama is not demonstrating say or no or a statesman. Or no di obenya abribi obekwa court bia na yembu amano. Yebuama na nasa NDC dia almost say justice has been done. Yebuama na dia ombecha court na da pa suma NDC for amoma bekeka say NPP for they are packing the court abecho chantro. Now let me give you 2 examples.
Now me fan call you force
Woni mu say ambulance trial case no.
Japadian.
Mbachon ambulance trial case no. Court no e discharge omo minority leader honorable case la to forcing. I didn't know my make say court near clearing agent. Now where the evidence or hoping say I didn't know my make say. So almost say justice has been done.
There's a court the
budget. Enya no kwa. A member of parliament for Jomoro Afutofe. And Kwafoko for evidence by say Nipa Kroya was citizenship wa abrochire. E will be wo Cote d'Ivoire. E will be wa hase. Court ne discharge no under President Akufo-Addo. Adentina o ma make say Debbie. Where the amount Chimanson and then say Niembo. Entino, they are creating the impression in the minds of people say, as a political case is court automatically a did buying. And that is not true.
It is not true.
We are a threat to our democracy because he is without principles.
Former President John Dramani Mahama, Wabusa Dr. Muhammad Baumia questions, we will come to that. But workers were a threat to our democracy. Was it the Moki Kenyina? No. Na here the economy, which in his words he quoted a year Clinton a year at some point say Clinton said in the 90s that is the economy is stupid. In fact, it's unfortunate that I am repeating that. But also it is the economy. We'll be sending a message. Gallon of fuel. Ebwa could do 80 something Ghana cedi. The economy. And a President Mahama see can once and no any other thing. Our response to say.
Into economy and former President Mahama now be trusting to fix the economy. Me pacho, what are the structures of the economy? Under former President Mahama, was the economy doing better? No. And let me give you some simple analogy. Economy, you do sumo for 4 years. It's at University of Ghana, research said because of doom so productivity in the country down by about 10%. Said because of doom so over 800 companies collapsed. But what you the economic track record no. Even for those who want to say it's all about the exchange rates. So President Kufoni NPP jaw 1 cedi 20 pesos. Now they are called 4 cedi 20 pesos. But what is the percentage increase?
Yes, sir. Well, my council.
Entino. So wo would you sikano? In fear mochimu, Monsore Sona come home 9 till. Meaning, and can the past 8 years on our work on your without Russia-Ukraine war, without COVID, and can track record that you name about economic indicators and say, and can exchange rate in a bebo home 9. But what in the American
from 1 cedi.
Yes, it could do 4.2.
So a year times 4 a year increment.
Thank you. Until without any challenges or track record, any obia or year into research or bet me study trends of how you manage the economy. Ebeka say ye President Akufo-Addo ne ba umia sinche. Sen kamona mo abamu in the past 8 years. Prediction I be says sanya na mo ho 8 years no. Exchange rate no depreciation year times 4 no. Sa na nke be ya. But 4.2. Anything America said despite the challenges NDC cannot tell us say we have done worse. That is the analogy I'm making. Despite the global challenges, which are not pertaining to say even Sikasemon Sheshe. So we share the trends in the track record that NDC or man perform better than NPP are buying. We admit say we could have done better, but for a nearma tutu we are self-ana bebia ebia kanye and anya account. Former President Mahama, anytime I want you to speak to a global audience. What the no kwama no ni sesia na akoka so onka bibi mfa Ghana ho a Obeka Chair will say COVID has an adverse impact on the Ghanaian economy, and he's been saying it. VOA in the interviews were be amu betima oba Ghana ha no abeka bibi fofo sir evidence ne de Okatakyie man pro and the social media nti na Google ni bibia ukwa abetwe ni interviews ni video na enti na no makoko ne kokone no
where's the Mahama dear?
Na meka ne sen. So ko hono okọ atifiko ko kunu so no aba na fo ababiza say ho na de bai.
Okọ abrochire via VOA no okọ kika.
Any baby okọ say COVID has had adverse impact on the economy. COVID COVID-19 affected we as fana baby no Ghana nso so ye feel na nso so oba ha say ya onka na sa.
Onka na sa de na ye wo no benum
sia Nerozyme tablet. Oyo ba na sebi eye wasiwo enka kakra abawa yes infection kakra fungal infection as a bacterial infection when you be a abusua enhwe ba bia hwehwe Nerozyme tablet echi kwan pibinom we bema we oba na say namu ya we bakofa bia abusua pe Nerozyme tablet bi enom ebe yini na ma asisi ase ho ama even candidates na se gono na wakofa no abusuya ebe sisi wa ama ana se odwonso a ya na ase wote ya o ya na ase wo chim ase wonya dwonso mu yawe bia abusuya me kanfo Nerozyme tablet edi ama ene ne plus no pebi enom na bibia ntimi nyene enye fine na wo pebia na kodosto bia be wana pharmacy shop bia be on catch mo say open Nerozyme tablet bi anom and the plus no opebi anom o bi ana say bia wono omuni bia na say bia ko no nya bia number na egu screen so no abusia free bia obi amechire bia benya bi ana how benya Nerozyme tablet bi abusia ka say yan kancho
Fatima, questions amount for the busan and the mabusa you. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, must cooking while you no election ebefa. Mobile
without a doubt. I'm very confident that we are winning bigly.
You are winning bigly.
I'm telling you.
Sir.
Me wo GDM my papa say election ebefa. Me wo GDM my.
Onya sure say John Mahama be winning mo.
Oh, David. Ya swan sane aswansu. Ghana for ni we modu. Obi oye babu na wo ka adwuma. Onhwe nim say John Mahama beba because we need track record of former adwuma.
We need track record of former.
Because I have 4 years now. Odi mampanyin na one finance for one fire teacher phone. Any a teacher phone so e fa o ma e di menu aba kokot na Sankore. Emfie miensa 2015 o mo ka che nzo metua na 3 months. Minim se Ghana mabunu pa adwuma mo pa adwuma mo ya e betua o mo ka. O mo mpa adwuma fa no kwa. Enti they know.
Of mabunu na adwuma ba wan twa o mo.
Ah teacher for. E do mo call various basic schools, JHS, SHS. Emfie miensa omo ye adwuma 2013 omo ye adwuma 2014 me can the timelines because that time now no na no president enya vice Dr. Baumia de enim so onye ndi president and he has always said and even President Akufo-Addo has said he is his own person so I onim say me nua be ma kojo opon kromo on the tete me ministry ho na anya sa na no ate wese bibia ne suit te say wo de bia na so me be the minister na I am my own person. But what you say? Obia ne style sebi. Ntafo kro o madi bosome nkono wo yafunu ba akomu. O mo ntimi escape each other kro mu pie ba abonten a. Wo so obia wo ne su. Enti Dr. Mahmoud Baumia ne su a menim a ye me fa ma hohoaho a ne say owo solutions. The thinking here completely different from what I have seen about African leaders in the past. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia is a problem solver. Mamema one example. Na no ya mpacho what to say I call lunch go ride. Na this for months ase almost as I said Dr. Baumia up nkwa na lunch up nkwa na lunch. The value of Uber about 163 billion US dollars.
The value of Uber economy.
So Senegal economy times 2. Na sa foreign ride pooling companies no. So omo wa ha say ya na local rider wo join ya adwuma obeye per trip no omo mo de 30% o de 70%. So fu no na obeto any bibia ti Dr. Mahmoud Baumia tena ase dwen ho ano say na ye betimi afa akwanya bi a ka sika bo obeye den ebeba form na driver phone so anya more money ni anya system a eye indigenous local and even app no kro omo nso nya mfa so a omo nka say yes $100 yakoye krum ombe just this no ha circulate adi wa ha enti yenso yenhwe say asoman yenso ye betimi a start ye dia and omo di go ride 3 indigenous Ghanaian companies and about together with a buying on my form go ride PPP arrangement private public partnership between Haptel global icon and Adetrix and oma kan
Haptel yes about me adia
omoboa maybe who Haptel nya na asem kura omoboa ho otewe
oh ayen komo abetwa
omoboa
anya ba omi adia
oh there be nya ba omi adia
enya ba omi na dey Haptel GGC giska
I am telling you so omoboa or he take it from me omonte baby ada omo ye adwuma na eba abeje fans ne yenkopa bibi mene ne ho na nsedi but the crux of the matter ne say you're developing indigenous app instead of utua 30% per trip edi ama foreign company no omo mo charge only 10%. 10% no omo charge no omo timu 1% near the aye welfare amount pension for the drivers pachoti any you and instead of 30% a utua 10% no 20% na kan say abegu driver no kotoku and also so betimi abo am riding no aye cheaper because component say otua money agency na yeden aba form and na afenso sika no so te ha and na say so aye ba ye your friend is saying as our credit scoring system aye be launching this month ya no yes so we rider we adwuma no we credit score na ye betin out of brand new car maw ni ye tetew enkakra na won so wanya sika ni bi assassin ni wo ho o sa ye informal sector a problem solver
on say John Mahama
oh there na say
but John Mahama is making solutions for the 24-hour economy but or side nkoko we are going back into the days of domestication. More like an champion Operation Feed Yourself. In his words, more like Operation Feed Yourself. Is that not the way forward for this nation?
Oh, Henny, yes, a quatre quasso be frown to ma. TND. As some women come frown to ma. TND. Former President Mahama on Ghana for ho. He is one of the most experienced and blessed politicians in this country. Akwanya bia a politician of this country, ebetima dreaming so obedi no wadibida. Ebia UN Secretary General Nkwano ndibida. Wadi Deputy Minister, someone Deputy to Honorable Gabra, Meboa. Wadi Minister, Wadi Member of Parliament, Wababedi Vice President, Wabedi President in Fear 9. In Fear 9 being chain Fear 9. Want me introducing intervention be a beboa with the growth of the agri sector. Me say ya pound for pound. What the for growth rate no compare industry and the JM. Oh, and now confirm no mukobisa watchman or some confirming you now to Kobokina. Me patro and the Hope City ne RLG ne we SCS Korea advert or boy ya cry beti match this Lego. We until at the end of the day no enye na oba be pen a retirement package and a retirement plan. Enti no waka say oh my sister mayor foforo. And even my sister no cry, he is not being honest. Because on now opportunity to meet the media and say, I got my chance, I blew it. My mistakes be brave. He couldn't admit that. Obejina hoso ono no start free SHS. Obejina hoso ono na NHIS or the buy. Ama even one of the female journalists could share a communicator be she was swearing say Mahama so on the NHIS buy.
Na onya akwanya wa mpama mfo admit it. O momunya akwanya ma admit say mode ebia you minor problems abam near the man admit it.
Who will be brave? Even saying we have, for instance, energy sector. Now, say I be a bedroom canea. Yeah, but can say power sector challenges in a money problem. Yeah, the gas for car. I remember somewhere January 10 to 12. Our Okatakyie gas. Me and Kasa, we address the press. So these are the challenges. We are looking for money to solve it. Because your generation over 60% thermal, and your hydro, any renewable energy, green energy you see. Even with that one, you inherit and na renewable composition only 1%, and they drew 4%. Odu buini na solar panels egugunsuo so na egu famompo nka ho. Okatakyie, Okonadoli, President Akufo-Addo has been to the Upper West power, electricity power, generation, started solar projects or cover over 35,000 households. And to the Yakase, ECG Sika Jejeno, and Konkaya, you bet many scano, Edia Tuakanina. Finance Minister Beka say, yeah, the IPPs in a car about $1 billion. 5 out of the 7 IPPs have been able to reach agreements. So,
leadership of transparency, you come to the people, you admit it. Okay. Enti nipa ne je kania o yusu kania no wan tuaka onim se o man tuaka yi o munya bi mfa ntofa ngo ma ye nsa anya foforo so what you say yemba da emeka say oh yeah e na problem bi ani ho na say we've not said that but obi a no te Ghana ha bia under former President Mahama onim se nka the whole day wo be fa mo junction yi so generator tututu wo be bia o gina traffic mo a power bank nko an ye to me in 8 years me to power bank. Because ye dum kra wonim se ebeso edi ya de to ye de sori so no na dia na wo ka kire Ghana for ye de sori so me se Dr. Mahmoud Baumia ese wo be magunu 4 million adwuma within the period that all park akwanya besom as Ghana president na no so no wa ma specifically baby adwuma ni be free ebi ne he o say private sector ye bete Ghana GDP 3% the amount the private sector. SSS schools, hostels, yama private sector nesi. Near rented from them. A lot of the public infrastructure, private sector nesi. Na private sector no so himself for to da hono mu no musia. No nim so osin so obetima offload for by ombeye. O say the railway sector. Ebra ye import steel ni ade to do the railway sector. It should be a thing of the past. Nyame adaroma President Akufo-Addo amamu nti e na Ghana bauxite yantama ma President Mahama nua. Because Olusi election, the first thing he did was to make appointments to all the anti-corruption agencies like Shraj and Auditor General. Olusi election, no, and sell Ghana's bauxite to his brother. Yama ya ni anya dia. And the seconds. And na bauxite, no, and then the idea giadik. Ghana integrated aluminium.
as I say almost say from omuyi and so more refining they so more smell to of alcohol into was sin still na ye de be expand the railway sector meaning na ye locally and a Ghana first policy so every public institution any product and service are here you should look out for a Ghanaian company. So our services need be in Ghana and some PPA bema approval to outsource for the product or service elsewhere.
So Dr. Mahama Baumia is the option for Ghana.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Come December 7th.
Without it.
Ghana fund to Abama.
When him say petroleum hub or maybe a portal or more recruitments. Petroleum hub or Jomoro.
Fatima da say person by.
Entim patro Ghana for agel to pintin say yekoto number 1 on the ballot. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. Any other NPP parliamentary candidate. Confusion be any enye dia e be da 7 be da 2 be da 8 basa dia na wonran enkrofo hu baby omo to afa me ko ha hu enye abato nti na abenya BP okwa wuti number 1 and now call baby no pressure na mate abaya driver.
Thank you very much Abubakar Fati, a Minister of Information and permanent etnas no you need Okatakyie Afrifa mensa ha ana me de besie enchima fidie nim free a mane na ha ya meko ochena mesaba de maba ba ye adwuma